Hello everyone. I know all of you are living with that characters in our story, the snake in the grass. Am I correct? Okay. Now listen. Now are you afraid of that snake? Where has it gone? They hadn't caught it. Will it come back? Then are they searching for the snake again? A lot of questions are there. We are confused about it. Now, let's revisit the story. What do you mean by revisit? You know visit? What is revisit? Let's go to that chapter again, or let's go to that story again. That is revisit. Okay. Now listen. Now your friends, a lot of your friends had sent me a lot of responses from this story. When I asked the question about that different events of that story, your friends sent me videos and sent me the responses. Now let's watch it. A lot of events are there in their videos. All the friends, all the students gave me a lot of events. Now let's watch it. Okay, go to that video.
A cyclist appeared at the gate and shouted, "A cobra has entered your house."
The college boy thought, "I wish I had taken that risk."
Mother and her 4 sons ran to the gate and called to her servant Dasa.
The mother applied some milk in the water pot. The neighbors came to the house and blamed Dasa. They told, "You are the largest servant in the world." In the evening, relatives and neighbors rested in the veranda.
The neighbors and the relatives started cleaning the surrounding of the home.
An old man appeared at the gate and announced, "I am the snake charmer."
Mother gave a coin to the beggar and she congratulated him. The mother was very happy and the beggar also was very happy.
Dasa appeared before them carrying a water pot whose mouth was sealed with a slab of stone.
The snake charmer thought, "I am helpless."
How was their responses? Did you get the whole story? Did you need more clarification? Why do you need more clarification about it? Yes, I know. That is, all the events, these are the pieces of events. These pieces of events are lying here and there. But we need some clarification, or we are confused about that story. So, we need some clarification. So, what should you do? How will we get a correct model or correct story? How can we get a correct story from these events, from their events? First of all, we should pick up all these pieces, or we should pick up all these events from here and there and make it in a correct shape or correct order. That means all these events are there. They told all the events, but all these events are in a jumbled order, not in a correct sequence. You should make them as a correct sequence. So, first of all, you listen again and again. These their responses. They listen them very carefully and listen them again and again, and write it down. When they tell that response or events, you should write these events in a rough page or paper. At last, you make them in a correct or proper sequence. Okay, and make a good story. Right? Here is an activity in page number 27. It is the same activity that I gave you now. Look at that. Now here, all these sentences are the events of the story, but these are not in a correct order, correct sequence. You should make it in order, or you should make it in a correct sequence. Then you may write in these in these lines, in this space given there. Okay, the first sentence and the last sentence are given for you. Okay, take page number 28. Another activity number 2. I'll read, all of you look at the book. Imagine that the mother in the story, a snake in the grass, happened to see a snake again. She rings up the snake charmer. Rings up means called. But unfortunately, he is not there. She gets his wife on the phone. Now read the telephonic conversation. It's a conversation through the telephone. Okay, mother. Hello. Could I speak to Mr. Shankar, the snake charmer? Wife. Sorry, he's not here. I'm his wife. May I know who is speaking? Mother. I'm Sudha from Malgudi North. When will he be back? Wife. After an hour. Would you like to leave a message? Mother. Yes, please. We are in fearful situation. A snake has entered our premises and we are urgently in need of some help. Please ask him to call me back. It is very urgent. He knows my number. Wife. Sure, I'll try to contact him. If not, I'll tell him as soon as he is back. Mother. Thank you. That is an example. It's an example of the telephonic conversation. Now that is the context. Adana sandarbham. Ini adumayittu bandhappetta another activity. It's an activity related to this conversation. Okay. What is the question? Look at that. Now this is the question. I'll read. The wife could not contact Shankar, the snake charmer. The moment he reaches the home, his wife conveys the message. He rings the mother immediately. Prepare the likely conversation between them. Now, when Shankar came to home, the wife told this telephones from Sudha ma'am, so the Mrs. Sudha. Now, at that time, he took the phone and began to call that our mother. Now, what will be the telephonic conversation between them? Now, who will speak first? Yes, here, snake charmer. Then how will be the first dialogue of snake charmer? Hello, I'll tell. Hello, I am Shankar. What do you want? Did you call me? Did you call me? Now we can write here in this page. Hello, I am Shankar. Did you call me? Then what will be mother's reply? You may write here. And then next here, and you may write all the conversation. Okay? Now go to the, then you may write these answers in your notebook, in the textbook itself and send to me. Then next activity, give below are a few tongue twisters. Take turns to read them aloud. Now that is only just to tell it. Only just parayan vendi matram. Tongue twisters ആണ്. That means naavu valangan vendite. Speedil parayan. You should tell these sentences very fastly. Okay. First I will tell. A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. Then can you, will you please try and try to tell it speedily. Okay. Now the third one, the 6666 sheep 66. Okay. Now try it. Okay. Okay, here's one more activity. Before we are going to that activity, let's go to that last sentence of the story, the snake in the grass. Then what was the college boy murmured? I wish I had taken the risk. I wish I had taken the risk. I wish I had taken the risk. What did the boy mean by this? He did not do that risk. He didn't do that risk. അവൻ ആ റിസ്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. That is a past situation. But he wishes to do it. അപ്പോൾ അവനിപ്പോൾ വിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഈ ഒരു പ്രസൻറ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ വെച്ചിട്ടാണ്. ഈ പ്രസൻറ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ അവന് ചിന്തിക്കുകയാണ്, ഐ ഹാഡ് ടേക്കൺ ദാറ്റ് റിസ്ക് ചെയ്തിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ. He didn't do it. Now is not real. But he wish in the real situation. Now he is thinking about that unreal situation. I will give you more example. I will give you one more example. I wish I played the hockey. I played the hockey. What do we wish? I wish I played the hockey. But I don't know how to play the hockey. I don't know it. But I wish. ഞാൻ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല ഹോക്കി ഇതുവരെ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് എ പാസ്റ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ബട്ട് ഐ വിഷ് ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നു പ്രസൻറ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ ഐ വിഷ് ഫോർ ഇറ്റ്. ബട്ട് എന്തിനെക്കുറിച്ചാണ് ഞാൻ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നത്? ഐ വിഷ് ഫോർ എ പാസ്റ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ഐ വിഷ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു റിയൽ സിറ്റുവേഷനാണ്. റിയൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിക്കുകയാണ്, പ്രസൻറ്റ് ടൈമിൽ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നത്. എന്താ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നത്? എബൌട്ട് എൻ അൺറിയൽ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. എബൌട്ട് an unreal situation, an imaginary situation. Thinking about an imaginary, imagine ചെയ്യാണ് നമ്മൾ. എനിക്കങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ വിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത് ഇപ്പോഴാണ്, ഒരു റിയൽ സിറ്റുവേഷനാണത്. ബട്ട് വി ആർ തിങ്കിങ് അബൌട്ട് എൻ ഇമാജിനറി സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് we are thinking about in a real situation. We are thinking about an unreal situation. We are thinking about an imaginary situation. അവിടെയാണ് നമ്മൾ വിഷ് എന്ന വേർഡ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. We'll give you more example. One more example. I wish I had gone, I wish I went to that party. I went to the party. I wish I went to the party. What I wish? I wish I went to the party, but I did not go to that party. പോയിട്ടില്ല, നടന്ന കാര്യമല്ല. ഇറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് ഡൺ. It's an imaginary situation in the past. But we wish about the imaginary situation in the past. So we use now here wish എന്നുള്ളത് റിയൽ പോർഷനാണ്. I went to the party എന്നുള്ളത് അൺറിയൽ പോർഷനാണ്, റിയൽ അല്ല. നമ്മൾ ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ മാത്രമേ ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. Now that's an imaginary situation. Now that situation is happening in the past. But we are thinking about now. Okay, there is one more example. Okay, I'll give you one more example. Listen, one more example. I wish I were rich. I wish I were rich. I am not a rich person, but I want to be it. I am very sad about it. I am not rich. This is not real. But wish എന്നത് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നു, ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എ റിയൽ തിങ്. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത് റിയലാണ്. ബട്ട് ഐ വേർ റിച്ച്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എൻ അൺറിയൽ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. ഐ ആം നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ഓൾ എ റിച്ച് നൗ, ബട്ട് ഐ വോണ്ട് ടു ബി ഇറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഹിയർ ലിസൺ. വൺ മോർ thing you should remember here is after I we use were. Why didn't we use was? എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് was ഉപയോഗിക്കാതിരുന്നത്? That is, whenever we use wish with I, we always use were. Here the meaning of were means to be. I wish I want to be rich. To be rich. That's not a real thing, but we want to be it. Okay, അതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ ഐ വിഷ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ട് ഐക്ക് ശേഷം ഓൾവേസ് യു യൂസ് ദ പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ്, പാസ്റ്റ് സിമ്പിൾ. ആഫ്റ്റർ ഐ വിഷ് I wish, and after this subject, whenever we use I wish and after the subject, you use only the past tense, not the present. Only use the past tense. Now I wish I were rich. Okay, one more example. I wish I were a bird. I wish I were a bird. If I were a bird, I can fly anywhere in this world. But I am not a bird. It is not true and can't be true. അതൊരു ഇമാജിനറി അല്ലേ, ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്യല്ലേ നമ്മൾ ഐ വേർ എ ബേർഡ്. നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും അങ്ങനെ ആവില്ല. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ഓൾ ട്രൂ. സോ ബട്ട് വി വിഷ് ഫോർ ഇറ്റ്. I wish, that's a real thing. And I were bird, that is not real. That means unreal or imaginary. Imaginary. Okay? I wish I were bird. Now listen, after I we use the past tense. I wish I were a bird. Then one more. I'll give you one more. Here's one more example. I'll give you. I wish I had gone to the wedding. I wish I had gone to the wedding. I wish I had gone. That is the verb. Now, I wish I had gone to the wedding, but I didn't go to that wedding party yet. പോയിട്ടില്ല. ദാറ്റ്സ് എ പാസ്റ്റ് ഇവൻ്റ് ആണ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് എ പാസ്റ്റ് ഇവൻറ്റ്. കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയൊരു സംഭവമാണത്. ബട്ട് എനിക്കത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിയില്ല. ദാറ്റ്സ് എ പാസ്റ്റ് ഇവൻറ്റ്. ഇൻ ദാറ്റ് പാസ്റ്റ് ഇവൻറ്റ് we are thinking or wishing about the past imaginary situation. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നു. Now wish എന്നത് present situation. In this present situation we are thinking about a past imaginary situation. That is, we had gone, but we didn't go to that wedding. Okay, ഇനി നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയൂല. That's the I wish. I wish I had gone. Now here, after I wish, after this we had used past participle form, the past tense. Okay, the past participle form of the past tense. Okay, now this is real situation and this is unreal situation. With this real situation, we are thinking about an unreal situation. Okay, now one more example. Here's another situation, a different one. I'll write, I wish the teacher would show us a film. I wish the teacher would show us a film. Now here I wish, that's a present situation. ഇപ്പോൾ ചിന്തിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. That's a present time. എന്താ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നത്? The teacher would show us a film. The teacher is not going to, the teacher doesn't show us the film now. ഇപ്പോൾ കാണിച്ചു തന്നിട്ടില്ല. But we are wishing for it. In the future, may. ചിലപ്പോൾ തന്നേക്കാം. We are wishing for that. Now we have a desire. We have a wish or we have a desire that to watch a film. Now we are wishing for the teacher may show us a film. Teacher would show us a film. Now we are wishing for a future situation. In this real situation, we are thinking about a situation in the future. ചിലപ്പോൾ കാണിച്ച് തന്നേക്കാം. ഇതൊരു പാസ്റ്റ് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ അല്ല. Now it's a situation in the future. May നമുക്ക് കാണിച്ച് തന്നേക്കാം. We are thinking about a future situation. For this we use, after I wish, wish കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം എന്താ നമ്മൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്? ഈ സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് ശേഷം we use would plus the regular verb. The teacher would show us a film. And with one more example, you may be very clear to that. Okay, I will give you one more example. I wish I could buy an aeroplane. I wish I could buy an aeroplane. എന്താ നമ്മളുടെ wish? I wish I could buy an aeroplane. Now I have no aeroplane now. But I want to buy an aeroplane in the future if I could. കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ. So I wish I could buy an aeroplane. That is not real. It is not real. Not at all real. ഇപ്പോൾ റിയലേ അല്ല അത്. Then could buy an aeroplane in the future. Now in this present situation, real situation, we are thinking about an unreal or imaginary situation in the future. Imaginary situation in the future. ഒരു വരാൻ പോകുന്ന ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനെ കുറിച്ചാണ് we are thinking about it. Okay, I wish I could buy an aeroplane in the future. Now listen me. After this wish and this I we use could and buy. Could that is a future situation. That shows a future situation. Here also could is a there is a word you denote a future situation, and in the previous example we told about I would, the teacher would show us a film. Now this could and would, this denotes the situation in the future. These words denotes the situation in the future. Okay, I think all of you got the point. Okay, now let's go to the textbook. Take your textbook. Now listen here. Take page number 31 in your textbook. Activity 8. Read the following sentence from A Snake in the Grass. The college boy murmured, I wish I had taken the risk and knocked the water pot from Dasa's hand. We already discussed about the sentence starting with I wish. Okay. Now look at the people below. What do they wish for? Look at the first boy. I wish I had won the match. He didn't win the match now, but he wishes he had won the match. Now he is thinking about, now he is wishing about, or he wishes about an imaginary situation in the past. Now I had won. അവന് match won ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. Now he wishes for it. And next one, I wish I had owned a car. I have no car now, but I wish I had owned a car. I didn't have a car now. ഇപ്പോൾ കാർ ഇല്ല, ഞാൻ ഓണർ അല്ല, but I didn't. I want to, or I wish I had owned a car. That means that he's thinking about an imaginary or unreal situation. Then one more example, I wish I were a bird. I am not at all a bird now, but I wish about that imaginary part. Now in all these examples, after I wish, one is I had one. I had one, past tense ആണ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്, and the second also I had on, and the last one I wish I were. That is a past situation, and always you use in the past tense after I wish. Okay, now here is a task for you. Complete the following sentence. Look at the first one. I wish I had. Then after that you may fill. You may make a sentence as your own. I wish I had. You think about had വന്നതുകൊണ്ട് past participle form ആണ് ഉപയോഗിക്കേണ്ടത്. For example, I'll tell I wish I had danced with that boy. I had danced with that boy. I didn't do that dance. I didn't dance with him. But I think, I wish I had danced with that boy. അതെന്നെ എഴുതണമെന്നില്ല. You may use your own, you may write your own sentence. Second one, I wish, I എന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. ബാക്കി നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യണം. നിങ്ങൾ പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് ഏത് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം? I were വയ്ക്കാം. I വെച്ചിട്ട് ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അവിടെ ചെയ്യാം. For example, I wish I talked, or I went, or I helped that woman. I wish I helped that woman. I didn't help that woman now. ഇപ്പോൾ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. But I wish I helped that woman. ചെയ്തിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ. That's an imaginary part. ചെയ്തില്ല. ഒരു ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്യാണ് നമ്മൾ. And one more example. I wish I were. Third example പോലെ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. I were a millionaire. I wish I were a rich man. Or I wish I were a ghost. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചിന്തിക്കാം. I wish I were a imaginary പാർട്ടായിട്ട് ചിന്തിക്കാം. Okay? You may write in this space. You may write here, here and this space.